Ready, set. Thank you. Action.
Go ahead, guys.
Guys, what are some of the emotions for you? You know, big fights coming up soon. What are some of the emotions running through your brain right now?
Not really. I wouldn't say any emotions. Just calm, relaxed, feeling good, good vibes. Got to go win a Uno tournament against my coaches in a little bit. Other than that, just staying relaxed. You know, the work is done. Now it's time to have some fun.
Now while looking in your career, you've accomplished so many things, and coming up into this fight and being at Madison Square Garden, you know, soaking all this in. Is this the biggest moment of your overall combat career?
No. I think it's one of the biggest, you know, but winning your country's first gold medal, that's kind of hard to beat. Defending it, it's hard, you know. Just statistically, being a judo player from the United States and winning a gold medal is like never supposed to happen. So that's probably so far the biggest moment of my life. I'm sure if I have kids someday, that'll change. But I tell you what, this is gonna be baby number 3 for me. This gold belt's she's gonna be special.
Kayla, when we met several years ago, MMA was a maybe. And you were like, I don't know if I want to get punched in the face. When did the maybe turn into the hell yes?
Honestly, the PFL changed my mind. You know, they took a chance on me. They gave me 2 contracts. First to be a brand ambassador and to just come and commentate and check MMA out, literally cage side. And the next was if I wanted to fight, I could. And then, you know, they developed this, they changed the game. You know, now it's a sport. It's, you know, a regular season, a playoffs, and a final. And you don't have to talk trash, and you don't have to be pretty, and you don't have to, you know, smash a camera or throw a dolly at a bus. You can just be yourself and do your talking inside the cage, and that's what I like.
Do you think because you came from traditional martial arts that those types of behaviors was part of the reason it was a big turnoff? MMA was a big turnoff to you at first?
Yeah, I mean, listen, mixed martial arts. It's martial arts. All martial arts are rooted in respect. You know, the culture is very strong. And the first thing you do in a judo match is bow to your opponent. You know, you bow to show you're thankful, you bow to show you're ready, and you bow to show respect. So, I mean, it just was a different world. And honestly, Rhonda, you know, my old teammate, was a big. We have such different personalities, and I just didn't think I would thrive in an environment where I had to be like.
Yeah, Larissa, who said some things that might have maybe turned you off in a way here or there? She said maybe she thought you were a little bit more privileged than she was, but you're handling it well. When you think about, you know, competing against somebody who has this little bit of maybe a slight bit of bitterness towards you, how do you deal with that?
Listen, what Larissa doesn't understand is we both have that David and Goliath story, you know. I didn't grow up in a third world country, but I moved to Boston when I was 16. I had $250 in my pocket, and I turned that $250 into 2 gold medals. I woke up at 5 a.m. every day. I trained, I worked, I moved away from my family. No one moved with me. And I climbed the mountaintop. But the difference is, like, once I slayed Goliath, once I won that gold medal, I didn't stop. I just kept going back. I just kept going back. I just kept going back. And this is just another mountaintop for me. So we have more in common than she thinks. I admire her greatly. She's young. I hope she's not bitter. I hope that comes with, I think, maturity. You know, you learn to realize, like, everything happens for a reason, and your journey is yours and mine is mine, but I'm going to make the most of mine.
Kayla, we talked a lot about the first fight, how you wanted to finish and you weren't satisfied with that. This time around the rematch, you win the fight, you will be a millionaire, you will be the champion, but if it goes to a decision, how does that sit with you think of that?
I mean, I probably won't be happy again. It's not the $1 million. It's, you know, it's about being the best possible version of myself. I want to win by knockout, you know, TKO or submission. I want to go out there and instill my will. I've prepared mentally, physically for 5 hard, grueling rounds, but I want to break her. I want to go out there and I want to show everybody that I'm not to be trifled with. And if she does last 5 whole rounds, I will tip my hat to her and say, damn, that's a tough bitch.
Kayla, you already defeated Larissa. Is there more pressure going into this because, you know, you're expected to win, or less pressure because you beat her and you know how it should go?
I mean, there's no pressure. You know, the pressure is, there's nothing, you can't compare to the pressure that I put on myself. Obviously, adjustments have been made for both of us. It'll probably be a little bit different looking fight, I think, this time around. But there's no pressure. It's time to go have fun and do what I do.
You're obviously very new to the MMA stuff. Will we see a big gap between the Kayla that fought Larissa then and the one that's going to fight tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but the ground that I've covered in the last 6 months, it feels really good. It feels like I'm finally getting comfortable. I'm finally feeling like a fighter instead of a judo player in a cage. And I think the Kayla that I am today would demolish that Kayla. So I think everyone can look forward to that.
Last question.
Is there anything from the last fight that you were able to learn that you could take into this fight, like any sort of strategy or any sort of?
Just staying calm, staying relaxed, picking my shots wiser. There's no rush. 25 minutes is a long time. There's no rush. And once I get her down, she's going to stay there. She's not getting back up. I'm like white on rice, baby. You can't leave. And I think my instincts have gotten stronger. I've gotten better. I'm much better. Knowing when to punch, knowing when to move my head, knowing when, okay, now's the time to go for the submission versus waiting until the last 10 seconds because I heard the bell every time. Now I'm going to be a little bit smarter about when I take my chances.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
See y'all tomorrow.